Hello everyone. I hope you all are keeping well, staying back at home. In last session we finished structure number 7, and so today I am here once again with structure number 8. This is structure number 8, can be termed as past perfect continuous tense. The last tense what we finished in last session, it was past continuous tense, and so today we are going to cover past perfect continuous tense. So before I initiate with explanation, let us understand the structure. What structure says: for active we need a subject, then helping verb, had been, V4 and object. What about had been? If you can remind of structure number 4, so this structure is very much similar. The only difference, in place of had been we had has been and have been there. We know about V4, we had a good talk in structure number 3, structure number 4 about V4. So I believe that there is no further explanation needed regarding V4. As in introduction of the tenses, I have already told all of you that for all perfect continuous tense we have no passive. So remember this, that for all perfect continuous tense, whether it is present perfect continuous tense, or it is past perfect continuous tense, or future perfect continuous tense, we need not to go for passive voice. Now to understand better active of past perfect continuous tense, I have one example for you. My teacher, this is your subject, helping verb had been, then V4 ing form, and then rest of the words. If you can remember structure number 4, then you come to know about these two terms, since and for, that we need in perfect continuous tense. I have already explained what is since and what is for, how to be used, time and period. So here also, my teacher had been teaching about tense and voice since long. You can also use for. My teacher had been teaching about tense and voice since long. My teacher had been teaching about tense and voice for many days. My teacher had been teaching about tense and voice since April. My teacher had been teaching about tense and voice for 15 days. Let me repeat the usage of since and for. You have to use since when time is given as length, and for when pointing out. I am sorry, I speak opposite. Since for length of time, for when time is pointed out, and for length of time. So here you can see many days is length of time, exact length of time. For 15 days it is length of time. But in case of since, we are only pointing out since April, as April has 30 days, 31 days, whatever. We do not know exactly whether from 1st April or 2nd April or 3rd April or 4th April. So when exact time is not known, it is only pointed out, then we have to use since. But when we talk about length of time, many days, 15 days, 2 days, 30 minutes, 6 hours, then we have to use for. So this is all about structure number 8. Today we will cover one more topic, how to convert the sentences into interrogatives. Why? Because since now we'll cover one more topic today, how to convert assertive sentences into interrogative sentences. Till now we have covered 14 structures, 7 from present tense and 7 from past tense. At the very first session of tense and voice, I told you that we have total 20 structures including passive voice and active voice. So we have already covered 14 and next 6 structures in future tense that we will be covering after this. So before to this, let us learn how to change assertive sentences into interrogative. All the sentences in English, they have common feature. We need a subject, helping verb, main verb and object. The only structure where we do not have any helping verb is structure number 1 and structure number 5 that I have already explained. After structure number 5, that how to introduce do, does and did for those structures, structure number 1 and structure number 5. Other than these two structures, in all kind of sentences, in all kind of structures, we have this feature common: subject, helping verb, main verb and object. It is common for all, excluding structure number 1 and structure number 5. How to convert these sentences into interrogative? Very simple. These helping verb to be placed before सब्जेक्ट. जो भी हेल्पिंग वर्ब है आपके सेंटेंस में, वेदर इज, एम, आर, वाज, वर, विल, शैल, मॉडल्स, कैन, मे, शुड, वुड, जो भी हेल्पिंग वर्ब आते हैं आफ्टर द सब्जेक्ट, दैट टू बी प्लेस्ड बिफोर सब्जेक्ट. यहां से इसे उठाइए और सब्जेक्ट के सामने लगा दीजिए and your sentence is converted into interrogative. So what is the structure for, what is the format for interrogative? Helping verb, subject, main verb, object. Example: she is reading properly. How to change? Is to be replaced or placed before subject, means she. Is she reading properly? One more example: they have taken their lunch. What to do here? This is your helping verb and just place it before subject. So your interrogative will be: have they taken their lunch? So there are two ways to change assertive to interrogative. One, when you have no helping verb, and other, when do you have helping verb. So when you do not have any helping verb, that structure has already been discussed after structure number 5, and today we have discussed about how to change with helping verbs. In next session we will be covering from structure number 9, that is your future tense. Thank you.